In this task, I'm going to be showing you how to use grid lines to create a portrait. Ben Yudowicz is an artist who uses artificial intelligence to create realistic photographic images of historic figures. Here we have a portrait of Vincent van Gogh. I have placed a 7x8 grid over the image, and then there is a 7x8 grid in which you want to draw your own portrait into. I'm starting at the bottom of the picture and I'm starting to create the outline of the face, plotting the edges, looking carefully where each line intersects with each square. So I'm counting up each square and working out how many squares up I am for each part, and then I'm working out how far into that square each section is. So I'm working round the outside edge of the hair. So now I'm back down to the corner again and working on the shoulder. I'm just trying to figure out this angle, and even though these boxes are bigger, I can still determine the angle from the smaller image. And I'm just plotting little marks for myself. The best marks are whenever it actually intersects right in the corner of the square, and if you mark those on, then it works better. Here I'm just starting to work on the ear and working out the outside edge of the ear, and then I'll bring it right up into the hair. So once you've gone right round the outside edge of the face, then you want to start going in and adding more detail. So here I'm just adding the detail of the jacket and the collar. Just pay particular attention to how the jacket actually curves slightly around his neck. Now I'm starting to add the hairline. So this is the inner line of the hair. And when I'm drawing this, I'll not necessarily draw it as a heavy line. I'll do it more as a light, sketchy line, because hair isn't necessarily very straight and you've all those little fine hairs, so you don't want to draw it too straight. You want to sort of have like a sort of soft but rough edge. Watch how the hair goes down past the ear and then how it curves around the back of the ear. And you can also add in little details of the direction of where the hair is going, but we'll really not be focusing on this at this stage. At this stage we really want just a line drawing, just an outline. So here I'm just sort of focusing in more on the ear, on a few of the lines on the ear, the outside ridge of the ear, the little dents inside the ear and your little earlobe. There's lots of shadows in an ear, but if you just get a few of those lines in, that would help once you go to actually add some tone. Here I'm just adding a slightly rougher line just for the edge of the beard, because again, because it's hair, it's not going to be perfectly straight and you don't want a solid heavy line. You sort of want a rough, sketchy line to give the effect of hair. Preferably I'd want you to draw nice and light, but I'm going to over my drawing here slightly more just so that you can actually see it that wee bit better on the screen. Obviously the lighter you draw, the better it will be for adding tone. I want to get the eyes in the right place, and I've just counted up 5 squares on the smaller grid, and then I'm going up 5 on the larger grid. And now you're going to have to zoom in and really focus in and look exactly where those eyes are. Where do they intersect with the squares? You notice that it's quite close to the edge of one of the squares, and then the nose is just right in beside the eye because his face is slightly turned, so the nose is slightly blocking that eye, so it's just catching the edge of the nose. So here I'm just adding in the little detail of the nostril and just working out where it is and exactly in relation to the eye, the nose. All those features are all sort of interacting in with each other. And you notice that he has a very definite frown line with his eyes and nose, and they really do add to his actual character and his features. So I'm putting those in quite heavily so that you'll see those. So because of your cheeks, there's usually a line running down from the side of your nose down to your mouth. I'm just adding that line in and taking that to the edge of his mouth, and that's sort of helping to join the mouth and the nose and all together. and then I'll start to draw the shape of the mouth. His mouth's quite flat, and you can't really see very much of the top lip because of his beard. So you're wanting to just try and get exactly where that line of his mouth is. Just is quite straight, and you really can only see the bottom lip, so you just want to draw those in. So here I'm just going into the eyes a little bit more and just going over the drawing just so you can see it a little bit better in the video. You'll notice that you don't see all of the iris, but it is still circular, but you're just losing it at the top edge. And you want to show that. You don't want it to look too flattened out. So here I'm just going over a few of my lines just so you can see them a little bit better. Just tightening up the drawing a little bit. Adding a few little extra details like lines in the hair just to show the direction the hair is going in. And also just to give you a little bit more detail. That's why I want you to leave your drawing, just lines. Don't want you to add in any tones or anything at this stage. I just want you to finish it off with as much detail as possible. And that's really the drawing finished. I'm just adding a few lines maybe here and there just to create a little bit of age in the face. And that's it.